I got it. Okay, I'm making a video and we are in the high desert and there are cow meadows on both sides of the road, and they have streams and they have natural streams, and it's very, very nice, and everything is naturally irrigated, and they have grass to eat, which is very, very wonderful. And I love that Black Angus there. And he was calling over to the female cows on the other side of the road. They're separated with fences. Some of them are barbed wire. I don't like it at all. And we were here earlier and we saw a baby cow coming from this side through the fence. The fence was broken, and then baby cow was trying to get onto the meadow on the other side of the street, and there were female cows calling for the baby cow, but the baby cow could not get through because baby cow somehow got through a broken fence. And then what happens? This happens everywhere. This happens worldwide. It's like it's not in Germany, not at this point. I don't know how bad it might get, but in the United States this is happening everywhere. And the fence gets broken, and then the baby cows get out, and then they don't know how to get back. They don't know how to find the place where they can get back through the fence, and they just walk alongside the fence with the mother too. The mother doesn't know how to guide the baby back to where the fence was broken, and to get back onto her meadow. And then they just walk they walk an entire road alongside each other, one on each side of the fence, and the mother is calling and in distress, and the baby is calling and total distress. And we saw in Bishop, California. We're not in Bishop right now, but we've been there several times, and they have a lot of cattle ranches there as well. And we saw completely starved, dehydrated baby cows all over the place, and that's because the baby cows got out away from the mother and separated by the fences, and then the baby cows, they had to starve. This is the most cruel thing there is. This is so unimaginably cruel. And I tried to report this, and nothing happened and I'm very upset right now, because I cried all day, because I saw a bunch of stuff, and wherever I go, it doesn't matter where I go, I can go anywhere on this planet, and I will come across cruelty and see suffering animals, and I will try to help, and in most cases I don't know how to help. There's total resistance from other people to helping. Nobody feels responsible. Nobody feels accountable for anything. They see a baby cow, on the side of the road trying to get to the mother. The vast majority of people don't care. They just keep driving. They're not worried. Most people don't even understand the situation at all, and I've seen some YouTube videos where people try to help, and they cut the fence open, and they got baby cows back to the mothers, and in some cases where the baby cow was trapped, and they rescued the baby cow out of the fence, and that's how they got the baby cow back to the mother. But when the baby cow is running around, they're terrified of people. They will not let anyone bring them back to where the fence is open, and then it's like an impossible situation. You don't know how to get the baby cow back to the side of the meadow where the mother is, and the baby cow just kept on running and running and running and running, and I didn't know what to do. We're driving down this road here, and I don't know what to do. I said, we need to turn around. We need to knock on someone's door, but Paul won't let me do it, because not even with the mask on. He said, that's too risky. We can't do this, and he just won't let me do it. And he said, then, what if they get mad, and maybe they are not even the cattle ranchers for those cows on that side, and he's just afraid for me to knock on someone's door, and I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. So we drove down that other road, and for miles and miles and miles, and rarely see another car. And then I saw that horse, a stallion, running, galloping up and down a meadow, calling over to a cow herd, and he was all separated from the cows, and he was all alone, and that Black Angus there was calling over to the other cows, and the other cows calling for the baby, and and then my mother instinct kicks in, and I feel like I must help. I must find a solution. We must find a solution to help, And then I get this total despair, and I talk to Paul about this. And then he says that he's just, he knows how cruel the world is. He has known his entire life how cruel the world is, the world of humans, the stuff that is, that's managed, the things that are managed by people, where lots of cruelty happens, and people don't feel responsible, they don't feel accountable, and so this is what's happening. We go on a road trip, and so I get to see a beautiful valley like this, okay? And then we drive down the road, and there are the first cruelty situations that I see. Other people wouldn't see it. They would just drive past that. And they have other things on their minds, and they're completely in a different mental realm, And I drive down the road, and I see. So when we first got up today, on the other side of that valley, all the way, miles and miles and miles into the distance, like 50 miles down this way, we drove past a cattle ranch, and there was nobody there, absolutely no one. And I was checking out, we were looking for hot springs, and there's lots of streams, but they're cold streams. And then I see that there were mother cows with their babies, but they were completely separated, and they were on like a half an acre in front of a barn, and it was all fenced in, and they could not get to the other cows, and they didn't have water to drink, and they were separated from the water streams. So that's the first situation that I came across today. And I didn't know what to do. I felt extremely helpless. I went in there, I tried to help, and then I saw the cows. They got scared of me, and on the other side of that, by that barn, they jumped over the fence. They broke the upper beam of that rotten wood, and and they all jumped over it, but the baby cows, they could not follow because it was still too high, so there were still beams separating the baby cows from the cow herd. And so then there were like 5 baby cows left, and they couldn't get out, and they didn't have water to drink. So then I found some kind of water jug, and I filled it in one of the streams, and then we put the water there for them. I put the water for the mother cows. I thought they're thirsty, and they must have gotten some. They pushed that over, and then I refilled it, and Paul put the water jug under the fence where the baby cows are, and then we were hoping that the baby cows would have some water to drink at least. And then we went to the nearest community, and there was nobody there. The veterinary office is like permanently closed, and we didn't know the BLM, Bureau of Land Management, they were closed, and no sheriff and nobody to talk to. Fire station, everything closed, like a ghost town. And so we finally went to the hospital. There was a guy in the truck and a lady coming out of the hospital, and Paul with this face mask on talking to the lady, and then the guy got out, and he asked him what he was, and he listened into what Paul was talking about. Paul was reporting to them about the baby cow separated from the mother, and Paul cares as much as I do, and so the lady seemed to be concerned about that, and then the guy said that he knows that person, so Paul described where it is, and so the guy said, yeah, he knows that person, he's friends with that person, he's going to call him. And I thanked him from the bottom of my heart, and I really I pray to the blue God that he calls that guy and tells that guy that the baby cows are there and they don't have water to drink, that he needs to get over there and he needs to open that up so that they can get to those streams. That's very, very important. So this is basically what's going on, and we were talking about the meat industry, as we're driving down the road, and Paul said none of this stuff would be happening if people would not eat cows and pigs, and that's the truth, so that's why I wanted to make this video. I want to make a short video. I don't know, I have to upload this when I get to a wireless place, and I can make a very long video. So, but I wanted to film this absolutely gorgeous landscape here, and just show how beautiful everything is. But it is, the cattle industry is extremely cruel. This is an extremely terrible and sad situation, and I'm asking people to help. We have to help with this, to bring this down. We need to shut down the cattle industry, and it takes every single person every single person has to stop eating meat. Okay, this is very, very, very important, that every single person stops eating cows and pigs. Very, very important. Okay, so, and this is such a beautiful landscape here, and there's the mother cows and hot spring birds, and the some baby cows, and I don't know where that other baby cow went now. He could have gone all the way down the road now, and there are houses at the end of the road. I hope that, all I can say is I pray to the blue God that the cattle ranchers find that baby and that they bring the baby. There's an opening in the fence, and that they will bring the baby back to this cow herd. That's all I can say to this. And there's one of the mothers calling. and that could be the mother of that baby cow who got out of the fence and was separated from that herd. And all of this is really cruel. And the barbed wire fences should be outlawed. It is absolutely cruel. Okay, so I have to turn the video off now. Take care. Bye bye.